Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuse. Has a pop! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Vass. Delaney. Poulsen. Oh, real chance! And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Jens Toornstra. He's through the middle. Crowd call. And the finish! Toornstra. Feyenoord have a free kick. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Berghaus with a real chance here. Berghaus! Christensen. Jorgensen.
Denmark have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness. Jens Toornstra really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Osjakup. Berghaus. A really good feat. It's gone out for a throw-in. Delaney. So it is still 0-0. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Now a chance to break. Jorgensen. Eriksson. Poulsen. And it's Kjær. Lobs it in gently. Looking for a decent ball in. Dinks one in. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Karsdorp. Berghaus. No, ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Berghaus plays a clever pass. Half an hour played now. He's got options out wide. Chance! And another time! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Defending of the desperate variety. Cut out in the nick of time. And a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Delaney. And it's Eriksson. Out to the right. Nicely measured pass. He's got through. Berghaus. That's a brilliant interception. So 0-0 still, but both sides have had their moments. Now it's Toornstra. Berghaus provides an outlet. Has a hit! The captain scores!
Well, it's so hard to keep someone with his enthusiasm and his energy quiet. Second best will never be accepted in the world he lives in, and the timing of his goal won't be lost on him. It's crucial. I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Feyenoord break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Denmark have it back and they can go again. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there we are. Off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. How would you review the first half?
Feyenoord clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Feyenoord, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Well, the action has already resumed here. Feyenoord carrying a one-goal lead.
Feyenoord clearly aren't looking comfortable on the ball at the moment. Predictability has just crept into their play.
Could move up a gear here. He's made sure that that won't get through. Fair. Chance to break. Feyenoord disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. What a ball! Goes for it! Gets good distance on it. Cuts it out. Fair. He's found his man. Ozyakup.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Jens Toornstra was not to be moved. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He's looked long this time. Hits one! He's scored! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Feyenoord get themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Delaney. He's had a look. And he's cut it out. Dashing forward at pace. He's pinged one through here. And that is as far as they're going to go. And now the breakaway. And the counter is on. He's got options out wide. Gets the better of his man. Ozyakup. Kjær tries to get it forward quickly. Well weighted. Kjær has a hit! Yes! And they are cruising away.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Feyenoord take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Big chance! They've scored!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Denmark give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. That's a decent ball. Eriksson was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played down the flank, back into the middle. He's had a go! Sticks it away!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Right through the middle. And the ball is out of play. Vass. Jørgensen. And it's played forward. Done very well to intervene. Kjær plays it towards the front. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Vass. Poulsen. Defenders on the back foot. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Feyenoord, comfortable winners. A virtuoso display, utterly one-sided. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Feyenoord have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive, the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he's there to cut it out. Cuts it out. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Hits one! He's scored!
Well, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Ratchaburi Mitropol grab an early lead. Good start.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Pugh goes steaming forward. He gets past his man. A really good feat. And he's going long. Cameron. Ratchaburi Mitropol scored early, of course, and the score is 1-0. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Ratchaburi Mitropol presented with the perfect chance here to open up their lead. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Looking for goal! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Goes for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Forward it goes. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. And it's played forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And there's a long ball. And out to safety. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Looks to set one up. He's had a shot! Strong punch. And they've been caught out here. Shapes to shoot! Same again, same outcome.
Ratchaburi Mitropol really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Oh, smart save. Timely intervention. Pugh. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Done very well to intervene. And it's Pugh. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. That intervention was very necessary.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Good ball. Cut out in the nick of time. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Ratchaburi Mitropol happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Here we go again then. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Ball's gone out of play. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Gets his foot in there. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Ratchaburi Mitropol being made to look sloppy in possession here.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. And that should be the keeper's. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Breaks on here. Tries to get it forward quickly. Chance! Surely this time, another chance! It's there!
The attendance for this match.
A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. He was urged to shoot and he duly delivered.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then.
Hits one! Oh, taken with style! That was easy, almost too easy.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Hoists it forward. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that...
Going for goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Ratchaburi Mitropol are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Coming on the field, number 24, number 25.
Gets it back. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Cameron. And it's been taken straight back. Going through. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's got options out wide. Pugh. In for a hefty challenge.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Battles to win it back. He's managed to get that all wrong.
Substitution.
Ratchaburi Mitropol probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Loose ball, who's going to get that?
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Substitution in progress.
So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Ratchaburi Mitropol just have to run down the clock. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And that will be the final act. Ratchaburi Mitropol, winners by the odd goal. It really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Across the field it goes. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Grenier sticks in a foot to win it back. Good ball. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
A real chance to break. Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Now a chance to break. Ball through. Has a hit! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And it's Nzonzi.
Denmark have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Højbjerg. Now surely, he's had a shot!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Nzonzi. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Finds himself eased off the ball. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Grenier. Niang. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. That intervention was very necessary. Christensen. Nzonzi. And it's Niang. Delaney. Kjær. Eriksson gets it back. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Looks to clip it forward. And the header! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Poulsen. Grenier plays it forward. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Well, if anyone is going to break the deadlock, now would be a good time. Hits one! That was a matter of inches.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality.
He's gone for it! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
What a throw in. Poulsen gets the better of his man. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. He's got it on the right now. What's on? Kjær did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And Zonzi plays it towards the front. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Stade Rennais playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. He gets past his man. He could be in here. Going for goal! And it's a goal!
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again. But while it doesn't necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half.
Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Denmark break the deadlock.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Ah, he's given it away. Going through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Grenier considers his options.
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity to level it, and they have several in this team who can take this.
Eriksson. It's got through to him, and now they can launch a counter. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Denmark Are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
He's gone for it! It's come back out!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Cuts it out. Delaney. Hoists it forward. Eriksson tries to stroke it through. Grenier. Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. And that has put a stop to that. Plays a clever pass. Turns and goes back. And the finish! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Poulsen is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Changement pour le Stade Rennais. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 14. À leur place, le numéro 20.
And he's there to clear it.
Le numéro 23.
Has gone out. Timely intervention.
That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Eriksson looks to thread it through.
Denmark are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that should have been two.
Poulsen has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Goes for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Looking to force his way through.
Denmark can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think. Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Stade Rennais appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what?
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's got away. Oh, shot goes for goal! It's anyone's ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat.
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose...
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This one of the great amphitheatres. Pjanic loses his balance and loses the ball. And it's Witzel. And here's Azar. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Pjanic. And here's Azar. Lukaku. It's come through.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And there's a long ball. Timely intervention. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Torgan Hazard. Cut out in the nick of time. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, and the shot!
That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the palms of the keeper.
Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Meunier. And here's Azar. De Bruyne. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Khedira. Pjanic. Khedira. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And here's Dybala. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's really drilled it. Meunier. Matuidi. Dybala. There's the cross. Kompany tries to clear. De Bruyne gets it out to the wing. De Bruyne. Juventus have it back and they can go again. And here's Dybala. A really good feat. They've won a throw in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Azar. De Ligt cuts it out. Over to the left. And it's Ramsey. Plays it back. Hazard. And now they can launch a counter. Torgan Hazard. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Vertonghen. Meunier. It's come loose. Oh, great ball. De Bruyne. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. And it's Ramsey. Dybala. Ramsey. And here's Cristiano. He's gone for it! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. we go again then.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Matuidi. Bernardeschi. Ramsey. Finds himself eased off the ball. Looking to break out here. And it's Mertens. And here's Azar. Gets the better of his man. De Ligt with a fine tackle. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Khedira hoists it forward. Bernardeschi. That's good defending, very good defending. Witsel. Forward it goes.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Ramsey. Bernardeschi. De Bruyne. Witsel.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Tries to get it forward quickly. De Bruyne. Hazard. Mertens.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter. Once he got into that position, it's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
And it's played forward. Now surely! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. This to go one up. And Szczęsny pulls off a sensational save.
I had a gut feeling they'd missed the penalty, but they have to find a gutsiness themselves from here.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just brushed off the ball there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gets wrestled off the ball. Gets a good foot in there. Bonucci. And they've been caught out here. It's a loose ball. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him is number 23.
Rabiot.
Substitution.
Witsel goes looking. Now it's Mertens. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Witzel. And it's Mertens. Out towards the flank. Mertens. Batshuayi.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Bernardeschi, Douglas Costa, Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo finds himself offside.
Juventus merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Batshuayi! Oh, that's a fine save!
Batshuayi is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Bernardeschi. Meunier gets it back. And it's Lukaku. Witzel. Vertonghen. Looking to win it with time against them. Gets away from his opponents. Tries a shot! That is wonderful from Lukaku! And that might well be that! Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's...
And that's that. Belgium hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes...
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And you would probably say it's too far out for a shot. Disappointing effort, didn't even get past the wall. It's broken loose! That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Hazard. Johansson. King. And King! Goal! Norway! And it's Norway who take the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example.
Chance! Oh, surely! Tries to get it forward quickly. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Battles to win it back. And here's King. King. Vertonghen did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Courtois catches it safely. It's on a plate, goes for goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Attempts to play it through. Gets away from his opponent. Lukaku. And it's been taken straight back. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And it's been taken short. Omar Al Abdullawi tries making a foray down the right. King. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Tries to get it clear. Tielemans. And it's Azar. Now it's Lukaku. Can he get the shot away? And the ball's come out. Oh, good interception. Tielemans goes looking. De Bruyne. And here's Lukaku. De Bruyne. Now it's Hazard. Oh, he's found him in space. Shoots. It's a goal! Belgium are back in business.
Belgium produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Now it's Hazard. Belgium have it back and they can go again. Witsel. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's there to his goes for it! Goal! Norway! And they get themselves in front!
What a great finish, but...
And there's the end of the first half. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just 1 separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Norway head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. That gets things going for the second half. Lukaku. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Omar Al Abdullawi drives it forward. Johansson. Now the counter. He's through, it's one, and the finish! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Denier. Witsel. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Hoists it forward. He's through the middle. Company.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Selnas. He spotted the run and played him through. Going through. Swept in. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Strong punch. And it's Hazard. Now it's Lukaku. Hazard. And here's De Bruyne.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
El Abdullawi. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Dashing forward at pace. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Witsel. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Batshuayi. It's a loose ball. Hazard. Oh, looks like... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's a mistimed tackle, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game to square things up. And he scores! Back in business! He was just never going to miss.
Well, that looked a simple case of giving the keeper the eyes and just slipping the ball to the other side. That was clever.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a double substitution going on here. This is quite a battle. Real chance! Goal! Belgium! And the comeback is complete.
Belgium are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Belgium get themselves into the lead.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Norway are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Decent looking ball. Now it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Belgium are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Selnas. Now it's De Bruyne. Batshuayi. Now it's Hazard.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Selnas. Now it's De Bruyne. And here's Hazard. And here's Carrasco.
Belgium probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Hits one! Turns and goes back. Plays it back. Has a hit! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Quite a game, memorable for its fluctuation in fortunes and astonishing turnaround. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and up to meet it! That's a half-decent try. throw-in. And he's there to cut it out. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Robertson hits that long. Pizzi. Gonzalo Guedes. He's gone for it. And that's caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Gomez. Jordan Henderson. Fabinho. Well, try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Van Dijk. Fabinho. Portugal have begun the game in high-octane fashion.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Jordan Henderson tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Gonzalo Guedes. That intervention was very necessary. He could be in here. And it's played forward. There's the through ball. He gets past his man. Mohamed Salah hoists it forward. Now a chance to break. Pizzi. Ruben Neves. Fabinho. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Mane. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Wijnaldum, out to the left it goes. Tries to dink it in. It's a loose ball. Mane looking sharp there. Andre Silva. Firmino. Mohamed Salah. Firmino with a shot at goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Out of play for a throw. And here's Wijnaldum. Henderson looking to run onto it. Whistle's gone, that's foul. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Looking for a corner. Wijnaldum plays it short. Mane with a shot! Decent enough try.
Mane certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Henderson gets it back, and it's Firmino. Now it's Mane. João Cancelo. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Mane. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Henderson goes short. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Henderson. And here's Roberto Firmino. Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's got... He's gone for it! Goal! Half-time imminent! What a time to score!
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Liverpool break the deadlock.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
And a shot! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Adrian reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
That's just top-notch. Showed exactly why he follows it up every time. Keeper struggles to hold on to it. Ball breaks kindly. He's always about.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Well read, he sorted that out. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. So, there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. Surely a shot! And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
A chance that's created through very good grafting. Did well to get in the face of his opponent.
And it's Salah. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Can't get the better of his opposite number. He's made sure that that won't get through. Wijnaldum. Fabinho. Jordan Henderson. Ruben Dias gets into the right position to intercept. Firmino. Oh, it's open up. He's had a go! It's in! And they've got their lead back. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Liverpool go into the lead. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Firmino hits it! João Mario.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line.
He's had a shot! He scores! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
Liverpool go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves. We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
And here's Andre Silva. Wijnaldum drives it forward. He's away! Mohamed Salah. Jordan Henderson. Henderson opts to play it. Has a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Van Dijk. Forward it goes. Now it's Mane. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Mohamed Salah. A chance! Tries a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Two changes being made right now. And it's Bernardo Silva. Gonzalo Guedes! And they've been caught out here. Van Dijk. Fabinho. Origi. Origi going through. It's Origi! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Rafa Silva. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And there's a long ball, nicely measured pass. Get Mohamed Salah! And that's a real chance missed. Ruben Neves. And it's Bernardo Silva. Fabinho.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter. Once he got into that position, it's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Could be thinking about a shot here. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Bernardo Silva. He's going after it. He's got away. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Mane. Nelson Semedo. And that will be the final act. Well, it's ended in defeat and frustration. They just didn't get the breaks. No reward for a very genuine effort. It is a hard one to take, this. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Portugal definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much. Shot a goal! Goal! Norway! And it's Norway who take the lead. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Norway go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Got a sight of goal, shoots! And here's King. Massive leap! Oh, taken with style. 2-0, and they're already threatening to run riot. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Norway get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
King hits it! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
He's picked him out. He's got it, and he's got time. That's a brilliant interception. Dele Alli. Lingard. He gets past his man. And he's there to hoof it away. It's come loose. It's a great ball. It's on a plate. Oh, good take in a good area. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Out to the right. There's the through ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets away from his opponent. Done very well to intervene. Maguire. Kane. And now they can launch a counter. Selnas. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Well, that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Dele Alli. Lingard. Hits one! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. He's made sure that that won't get through. That's a throw. plays it out to the flank. King. He's got the ball, he's got the space. No, that's too long. Rice. And it's Dele Alli. And here's Kane. Selnas. Played out to the right. He's played him through. Has a pop! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
I thought he did so well to exploit the space that was afforded to him then. Deserved more.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. And there's the end of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Norway ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. That gets things going for the second half. And here's Lingard. Ali. Dele Alli cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Has a hit! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Dele Alli gets it out to the wing. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Hoists it forward. King. He spotted the run and played him through. That intervention. And the finish! He scores! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Pickford did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Norway totally rampant here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's got away. Driving on, a real charge here. Big chance! They've scored!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And here's King. King. And he just whacks it away. Chance!
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Now it's Kane. Kane plays it out to the flank. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Sancho gives chase. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Nicely measured pass. Now it's King. King plays it back. And it's played forward.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Forward it goes. He's got through. He's had that put on a plate. And he's onside. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Norway have themselves a chance from the spot to further improve their position of comfort. Oh, brilliant stop from Pickford. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got...
Has a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Battles to win it back. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. And the ball is out of play. Norway are making a change now.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
Now it's Sterling. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Looks to clip it forward. And a shot! Trying to get there. Oh, real danger here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And the flag has stayed down. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Johansson. Now can he finish? Timely intervention. Header! Oh, extraordinary. And here's Dele Alli. Now it's Kane. Forward it goes. It's got through to him. Chilwell. Cuts it out. And that's that. Norway enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. Yeah, he's fouled him there. That's a promising ball. He's one-on-one! Hits one! There it is! First blood drawn. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Chance! It's anyone's ball.
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. In with the challenge. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Ratchaburi Mitropol. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Looks to clip it forward. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. Tries to get it forward quickly. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Could be thinking about a shot. Has a hit! It's a goal!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you...
Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
Shot a goal! He scored! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Just so calm under pressure.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
So the lead now is 2.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Hits one! And that's caused a worry or two.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Goes for goal! It's bounced out! They've scored! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Good ball. It has gone through. He's had a shot! It's in!
Oh, look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
A really good feat. Battles to win it back. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Has a hit! Back of the net! And they're back in front! Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He's got options out wide. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And it's played forward. Cuts it out. Gets it upfield. He's made sure that that won't get through. He's played him through. It's got through and timely intervention. And we've reached half-time.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Already up and running for the second half.
Ratchaburi Mitropol don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
There's the through ball. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. A real chance to break. And the counter is on. And help's available out wide. It's come loose. The ball's loose, and he's after it.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
And he's there to cut it out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Forward it goes. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Hoists it forward. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Goalkeeper's ball. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Oh, they can break here. And he's straight offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Danger averted for now. That's put paid to a promising move. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Dashing forward at pace. Gorgeous control there. And a shot!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's got through to him. Good. And the shot! Should have equalised.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Gets his head to it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
A long ball, but not especially accurate.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
He's in, shapes to shoot! He scores! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Simplicity itself.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground.
Oh no, it's an own goal!
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate.
And that will be the final act. Ratchaburi Mitropole have some soul searching to do here. Having been in apparent control, they have allowed it to slip away. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge of your seat encounter, and importantly, it offered the right result.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to... Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. And the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too. And all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Toby Alderweireld. He's rock solid at the back, Peter, with all the physical and technical attributes you'd look for in a centre-half. What's more, he can really pick out a pass too. He loves the diagonal, so opposition defences just can't swish off.
Okay, interesting. He's off on a marauding run. Now can he finish? That'll be a corner. Has a hit! They've scored!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself.
Shapes to shoot! He has done it!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Oh, the invitation.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's got through to him. King. He's gone for it. Goal! Norway! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's Johansson. King. Forward it goes. King. De Bruyne gets it out to the wing. Finds himself eased off the ball. Johansson. De Bruyne. And here's King. No, ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Azar. Lukaku. He's had a shot! Straight at the keeper.
Lukaku simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance for me.
Out to the right. Well read, he sorted that out. Witsel tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Carrasco. And it's played forward. That intervention was very necessary. Now it's Lukaku. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Belgium just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
And here's King. King plays it out to the flank. De Bruyne. Witsel drives it forward. Hazard has a hit! Oh, that is surely this time! It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
That's just great play, Peter. A textbook example for any...
It's Lukaku! Selnas. Lukaku! Oh, that was no routine. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Belgium kick off the second half. And here's Lukaku. Good challenge, he just stood firm. It's come loose. Oh, he certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Johansson. Good, he's had a go! Goal! Norway! And they've got their lead back. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Carrasco gets it back. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Meunier. Carrasco. Now it's Carrasco. Carrasco, he's got through. Defenders on the back foot. De Bruyne. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
And here's De Bruyne. Has a go! They've done it!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Belgium are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just...
Norway have a free kick. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be dink far post.
He'll fancy himself from here. Turns and goes back. Johansson floats one over. Oh, great ball! Ferreira Carrasco. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, good interception. De Bruyne. Good ball. Lukaku. Lukaku showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's through. Cut out in the nick of time. And here's Johansson. King. Timely intervention. Foot in. Looking for space out wide. King.
Norway showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Hazard goes steaming forward. He gets past his man. Driving on, he could shoot here.
Belgium merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Selnas. King has a pop! And a second time! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
You get the feeling that whoever scores the next goal here will be the winners of this type. They can't afford to waste chances like that, though.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 18, number 7, Josh King.
De Bruyne. Now it's Lukaku. It has gone through. Hits one! Goal! Belgium! And the comeback is complete. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Belgium get themselves in. It's Hazard! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Hazard has totally spurned another one-on-one for his team. This is costly waste.
Brave effort, total commitment.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Linus with a definite foul there. Dinks one in. Oh, he's not going to get that. Deep into stoppage time. And it's Henriksen. Vertonghen positions himself well and cuts it out. Has a pop! This could fall anywhere. And the follow-up sticks it away. We thought it was over. It's all square. And there goes the final whistle. Terrific match. Universal commitment to attack. All square and rightly. No loser. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall...